What's going on, YouTube? Just finished the Steelers-Chiefs game. Gonna give a quick reaction to it. Steelers, um, they didn't really play that well, considering that they won the game. Um, in particular, Ben Roethlisberger didn't really play that well. Can't say I'm that surprised though. Considering the Chiefs' defense, and Roethlisberger tends to not be that good on the road as compared to when he's at Heinz Field. Um, but overall, Antonio Brown did really well, and Le'Veon Bell had a monster game yet again. Um, and I think Le'Veon Bell ultimately was the difference. Just his ability to just eat the clock and get such large chunks on every run that he has. Um, Best running back in the NFL, and I don't really think there's much debate about that. Um, the Chiefs did they played well, I think. Um, the problem with the Chiefs was they were really limited in terms of getting big plays, which has been sort of a staple for their offense. How they've been able to, with guys like Tyreek Hill and Jeremy Maclin and Spencer Ware, um, we generally see, especially Tyreek Hill, the past few weeks has had a lot of success with big special teams plays and running on reverses and big plays down the field as a receiver. But we didn't really see that tonight. Tyreek Hill was pretty quiet. Ware had a touchdown late, but outside of that, he was pretty quiet. Travis Kelce didn't really have much of an impact either, and he had a couple. He had that bad drop late in the fourth. Um, so just a lot of just really quiet game for the Chiefs offense, um, which normally favors them. It's interesting too. They're the type of team that likes to have the defense be the star, and the defense played well. Marcus Peters had a really good game, I would say. Yeah, Antonio Brown had some big plays, but I still think Peters played well. I think the pass rush, um, it didn't do as well as it has in other games, but I would still say they were pretty good. But it wasn't enough to the offense didn't do their part. The defense did what they had to do. They held Ben Roethlisberger to 18 points, and none of them were scored by him. They were all scored by his kicker. So the Chiefs' defense did what they've done all season, but just the offense didn't deliver. So that's why the Chiefs lost today. Is Alex Smith couldn't get the job done. So going forward for the Chiefs, they got to get another playmaker on offense. Probably a bigger receiver, I would say. I would say look at a guy like Juju Smith-Schuster. I think he'd be really good, or a guy like Corey Davis if he fell to them. I think he'd be good for that offense. Um, they need more talent on the offensive side of the ball. And they also need help on that offensive line as well, opening up running lanes for Spencer Ware and Jamal Charles when he comes back, and Charcandrick West when they inevitably get hurt. But so they need help on the interior offensive line as well, and they could probably start looking at who's going to take over for Alex Smith. I'm not saying that Alex Smith can't get the job done. I'm not saying Alex Smith is washed up or is not a good quarterback. I think he's a decent quarterback, but they need a guy. Alex Smith, can't win you ball games. He can only really hold the lead and keep the momentum going. Alex Smith is not an all-star passer. He's not you know, he's not a Superman type of quarterback like we saw with Aaron Rodgers, Alex Smith is not having an Aaron Rodgers type performance or any type of that level, that caliber of quarterback play. You won't get that from Alex Smith, and that's probably what the Chiefs are missing is, those big plays hinge on the quarterback, and Alex Smith can deliver those big plays here and there, but on a consistent basis, he's not that reliable. And so bringing in a quarterback that can, I would say Patrick Mahomes is a great fit for Andy Reid's offense. Big arm, athleticism, and good ability to make throws outside of the pocket. I think he's a great fit for the Chiefs, and I'd really give him a strong look with their first round pick. Um, or perhaps Deshaun Watson if he fell there. Personally, I don't think he will, but if he did, Deshaun Watson for the Chiefs, I think makes a lot of sense. Again, big arm, athletic, can make plays outside of the pocket. Um, so that I think one of those two guys deserves a really strong consideration for the Chiefs' first round pick if they don't opt to go offensive line or wide receiver, or getting somebody to play corner outside of Marcus Peters. Um, that second cornerback slot can use an upgrade as well. Um, but similar to the Cowboys, the Chiefs should hold their heads high. Um, they had a great season, won the division 12-4. Um, they have a lot of talent. Tyreek Hill is an up and comer now, and I think next year he can really cement himself as one of the most exciting football players in the country. That defense is still great. A lot of talent on the defense, obviously. Eric Berry, Justin Houston, Marcus Peters, Dontari Poe, Tom Bahali, just talent all over the place at all levels of the defense. Um, the Chiefs have a lot going for them, and I think if they get one more big play guy, that sounds like a crappy description for a player, but one more big play guy, you know, that can really give the Chiefs a dynamic weapon, whether I believe that's at wide receiver, because they really don't have a consistent pass catcher, that they can, a go-to guy at wide receiver. Jeremy Macklin's their best receiver, but even he has taken a step back from what he was, say, in Philadelphia. And I think part of that is, Macklin hasn't been healthy consistently. But I would say you get a big, again, Juju Smith-Schuster comes to mind. Corey Davis, if he falls. One of those two guys, I think, makes a lot of sense for them if they want to go that route. So Steelers Patriots next week. That's gonna be a good matchup. Um, I think it's normally I would say, given Ben's shaky track record of road games, I would say that the Patriots are heavy favorites, and I would still say the Patriots are the favorites. But we haven't seen Le'Veon Bell for the Steelers offense, for a whole playoff run, and he can be such a difference maker. And he showed it tonight. He showed it last week. He's shown it throughout the regular season. When he's on the field, the Steelers have a go-to option for basically 5 yards of play, and it's ridiculous what he's able to do. Um, and I think he will be the key if they upset the Patriots next week. Is Le'Veon Bell being able to do what he's done all season and just gash defenses, just wait for holes to open up and exploit them. And the Patriots' run defense is not elite by any stretch. So it is certainly possible Le'Veon Bell could have a big game and the Steelers could pull the upset. But I'll give a full breakdown of these games later in the week. So Steelers, Patriots, and Falcons, Packers. Who is your favorite to win the Super Bowl right now? Who do you got in next week's games? What are your thoughts on today's games? Let me know in the comments section down below. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like these videos. I try to do my best to, just give my reaction and see if you guys share my reaction or think my reaction's stupid. I don't care. I don't know. But either way, let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Hit that subscribe button. Any feedback you want to give would be much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks.